Stay. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Sierra and I are doing another week in our life, so should be a fun one. We don't have anything specific.
I literally woke up this morning. Well, actually, I technically woke up at like 5:30 before my alarm went off, and I was just laying in bed. I was like, I cannot believe it's Monday. Like, I'm getting, it's not even Sunday scares because it's Monday. I just am like not ready to work this week.
I had to let Vegas out at like 5:15, 5:30ish, and so I came downstairs to let him out. And then sometimes, like, because I felt actually pretty decent and not tired, and so then I just went back up to my room and I read my book a little bit, because sometimes when I fall back asleep I like get more tired. So I only have like 25 minutes left of my book, so I could probably finish reading it this morning. Anyways, I am making a chocolate croissant in the air fryer, so that takes a little bit of time to cook. I am planning on working out this morning though, so I'm gonna go back upstairs and finish getting ready.
So it's 7:30. I am finishing getting ready for work right now. Got my scrubs on. If you're curious, this is a Figs bottoms. They're joggers, and then this is a Mandala scrubs top. And then I'm just wearing a white long sleeve from Walmart, I think. This morning, pretty uneventful. Took Vegas on a walk, and then I came back and was reading my book for a little bit. I'm currently reading Powerless, I think, by Lauren Roberts. Pretty good so far. I'm about a third of the way through, and my hope is that I will be able to finish it this week. One thing I've noticed, because I think I've been doing a pretty good job staying on top of my reading so far this year. Powerless is my 7th book so far this year, and I think part of the reason that I've been staying on top of it is because I've been setting goals of like when I want to finish my books, so it's been holding me accountable for having to read a certain number of pages every day. And I'm not trying to like make reading an assignment or anything, but I just feel like it helps me make sure like that I'm staying on track for my goals. And so my goal is to read 50 books again this year, which is what I did last year. And so to do that, I need to average between 4 and 5 books a month. So I've already done, what I need to do for that this month. So I don't think I'll be finishing this book by the end of January, but if I finish it by the end of this week, which I mean is Friday, then be off to a good start for February.
Okay, I'm done with work. The sun is bright today. My goodness. Let me fill you guys in on my day, since I basically got out of my car this morning without remembering we were vlogging, so I didn't even say, okay, off to work I go. But I had 2 people that I was seeing outpatient at an assisted living building, and then I came to my other building and I had 4 patients I saw here, and it's just been kind of a long day. It's been fine, but it's just been long, and I'll leave it at that. I need to get my eyebrows done, so I just checked online and was able to book an appointment for 4:45, which is in like 45 minutes. And there's a half price bookstore close by, so I think I might stop in there just to like walk around for like 10 minutes before my appointment, since I'll probably have some time to kill. I was able to finish my book when I was hot tubbing earlier, which was nice. I give it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm undecided as of right now what book I'm gonna read next, but Sierra and I are gonna start a video where we're gonna be reading until making a video reading and then just seeing if we can find a 5-star book. So that'll be fun. I need to try and pick some good books to try and hopefully get a 5-star book. I've heard really good things about the second book in the series, but I kind of am like, I don't want to jump right into it because I don't want my first book to be a 5-star book. So I don't know what I'll start with. But yeah, so I'm gonna go drive over towards my appointment, and then Sierra and I are gonna do trivia tonight with Haley and Ashton. So that'll be fun. I thought I was gonna say something else, but I will let you guys know if I remember. As soon as I finish recording, I remembered what I was gonna say. I was gonna give a shout out to a new artist I've been listening to. His name is Benson Boone, and I found a video of his. He had posted a new song on his TikTok account, and it's called Beautiful Things, and I really liked it. So now I've just been listening to that nonstop specifically, but then also during my workout this morning, I just was listening to a bunch of his songs, and I really like his music. So that's and I don't discover new artists very often, so his music is scratching and itching my brain right now, and I'm gonna listen to some more on my drive. Okay, I actually did not go to Half Price Books because Sierra called me and we were FaceTiming and just talking about our day because she had a day too apparently. So I'm gonna go in for my appointment now because it is time. I'm driving home. I've just been talking on the phone to everyone today, which is so not me. I usually do not call people on the phone ever. Sometimes my dad, he's the only one because he's used to calling us. So sometimes I call him, but usually he still calls me. When I was getting my eyebrows done, I had my Apple Watch on. I could tell it was ringing and vibrating and that he was calling. So I called him back. And if you saw our recent video where Sierra and I kind of did our basement inspiration as we're getting ready to kind of do a makeover to it, we shared with him our initial thoughts on things we want to do. And so he was maybe going to come over tomorrow. So he was just trying to coordinate that to help us look at paint colors. And we kind of want to do an accent wall. And so he's going to help look at trim as well, because the trim we have in our basement is really cheap and not great. So he's going to maybe come over, help us measure. Maybe we'd get some trim, maybe we'll get some paint samples. And I don't know how much we'll actually do tomorrow, or I think it's probably mostly just going to be getting the measurements and maybe some of the materials. And maybe we'll wait till the weekend or something to actually get started with stuff. Vegas and I are going to go for a walk. It's a little bit past 5 o'clock. So this will be our mile number 2 for today. Now that the snow is melting and the weather is actually getting nicer and it's not below freezing, we're back on our walk grind. We took a little bit of a hiatus. So Vegas is happy to be back, aren't you? Okay, the only things that I'm trying to get done before we leave to go to trivia, which is in just over an hour, is I need to try and edit and upload the podcast, hopefully, and we need to make dinner, because we're planning on eating here, I think, and then maybe we'll get a little snack when we go to trivia, but we also need lunches for the next couple days, so we need to pick something to make. Instead of bringing everything back out there, I'm actually going to try and use our desk for once to edit. Instant pot pasta tonight. 6 minutes should do it. Here is dinner. Megan and I are chowing down, and then we'll need to pack up the leftovers for our lunches. And then we are off to trivia. Finding something for him to watch? Yes. Got a new crate cover for him. By new, I mean it's his first actual crate cover. We were using blankets and stuff before. I would love to say that we just got a new one for the aesthetics because it does look better. But he managed to get, we had 2 blankets on top. He managed to get the blanket through the slat of the crate and was chewing on it and ripped one of them. Acting on. And we don't want him to get a bowel obstruction. So, You look nice and cozy.
The crate cover looks better. Some basketball for Vegas. Off to the crate he goes.
Yeah, you
Good.
excited at the end of the day.
We're back. It's before 9 o'clock. We left the second round of trivia
so
early.
bad. I was like, we gotta go. Like, it's not even worth it to stay.
So we had like 0 points for the second round. Our first round we actually didn't do too bad.
Yeah, I think we were like 8th out of 17.
Yeah. And then we were both getting tired. We weren't doing well. So I figured we'd come back and hang out with Vegas a little bit until it's 9 o'clock. No. What would you like help with?
Who wants to chew on that?
Stop chewing on that. So, as I am getting ready for bed, I want to give you guys a rundown of what tomorrow looks like because I never explained really, like, I had a crazy day at work and our, like, documentation system updated, like, last week or the week before and screwed up some of our cases that we opened. And so my director told me and, like, some of the other therapists that because of some of, like, the errors with the system, we unfortunately need to, like, redo documentation for, like, all of the new cases, basically, that we opened since the 20th, and redo the evaluation note, redo each, like, treatment note, which I was able to copy some stuff, so that hopefully once I get going it won't take too long, but it's just gonna be, like, probably an hour or two of, like, sit down and grind to, like, just redo those notes. So my plan, and what the other PT who works with me, he talked about doing this too, is to go in early tomorrow, like I'm talking instead of working out at like 6 a.m. or 6:30, which I typically do in the morning. I'm gonna go straight to work to try and like get that done because it's all supposed to be done and updated hopefully like tomorrow morning-ish. And I tried to do it today. The system kept crashing today. So I'm gonna go in tomorrow, try and bust that out so it gets done before like 8:30-ish. And also like most of the residents and skilled people are still like sleeping or getting ready, and so I don't like to see them that early anyways, but I also don't want to like take out like daytime when I could be seeing patients, and hopefully be done just early tomorrow, like around 2 or 3, and then go to the gym from there, and hopefully it's just like shifting my schedule. I'm gonna read for a little bit. I'm reading Powerless. I think I probably already told you guys that. I have on 198, I want to read about 50-ish pages before bed.
Morning everyone. I'm gonna take Vegas on a walk, which I have not done in a while. So like it's literally been weeks since I have taken him on a walk because it's been cold and snowy and I just otherwise haven't felt like doing it. So here we go.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Told you guys that I am switching up my schedule and going into work first, and then hopefully I'll work out after work to fix that documentation stuff that I was talking about. So I'm getting ready, and then I will try to be at work around like 6:45. I ended up reading a little bit further in my book than I said yesterday. I think I wanted to read a 250. I got to 260. I'm enjoying the book so far. If you aren't familiar with the plot of Powerless, right now it's kind of giving me a mix of like the Hunger Games and Red Queen a little bit, if you've read either of those. But I like it. I like the two main characters and their banter, so. So when I finished my walk with Vegas, came back home, and I was able to read like 30 more pages of my book, and now it's like 7:15. I think I should probably get ready for work. I'm pretty sure my day today is, I'm at 2 different buildings, and I want to say I have an eval and I can't tell what building it's at for my schedule yesterday, so I don't know if it's like 3 people at one building and 4 people at another building, which would be kind of nice just to have like an even-ish split, or if it's like 5 at one building, 2 at another, but we shall see. I just let Vegas out one more time. I'm going to now put him in his crate so I can go to work. Where to? Where are we going? Yeah.
I'm back home to let Vegas out and also I'm just gonna do lunch here between my buildings. I had 3 people I saw in my first building, and I have 4 or 5 more people to do at the other building. One's an eval, and then I've got 3 treatments, and then I think I have like since the PTA had to call in sick, I need to see at least a skilled person who's there for like at least 1 unit. So they'll probably be a shorter treatment session. Okay, I'm making a little pit stop to get some gas before I finish the rest of my drive. It's a little after 11, so hopefully I get to my next building a little bit before noon, and most of the people should be done eating lunch, so that I can just get going. I'm still not decided. I have like 2 buildings that are just down the street from each other that I need to figure out which one I want to start at, so I'll probably think about that on my drive. Final check-in for the day before I'm done. I am at my last building. It's 2 o'clock, and I have 1 eval and 1 more treatment, so hopefully I'll be done around 4, maybe a little after. It's a little after 4 o'clock, and I am done for the day. I see Sierra is still at work, which I'm sure she'll tell you guys about her day, but she was thinking she'd maybe be able to be done around like 2 o'clock, given how early she was going in. And clearly that did not happen, so I don't know if she's gonna still want to try and work out. So I just sorted some of our laundry that we did on Sunday that we didn't get around to separating and putting away. Vegas is back there. I finally brought his bones up here because he kept just like whining and barking at himself in my mirror. But he seems pretty content right now doing that. So he also keeps being a bad boy with his crate, and I keep seeing that like the Velcro straps that are like hooked with it and other things are like ending up in his crate. So I don't know what Sierra's gonna do about that. Today was absolute insanity. You know, I said I was gonna hopefully try and be done around 3 because I was going in at like 6:55. It's 4:50 and I'm just now leaving. So I already told you guys about like the documentation issue. I'll try not to bore you too much with that because if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you just don't know what I'm talking about. But I got in at 6:55 to finish my documentation, like redo all my evals, and like it's just like I had to sit down and go through it. And that probably took me like 2-ish hours to get those done. Just the evals. And then I had some treatment stuff that I had to do, obviously. I did a group of people, which like the group was fine. And yeah. And then I had to do encounter notes for like the people that I had to do their redo their evaluation for. I had still seen them other times after that, so I'd like redo those encounter notes. But the system kept crashing and I couldn't figure out why it kept crashing. Turns out the evaluation that I did in the first place like had to be redone again because the track had to get open. It doesn't matter. Basically I had to do it twice. And so it was a long day. Like the hours that I was staring at my computer today was insane. So I'm not probably going to work out today because I did not get done early. So I'm gonna go home. And the good news, I believe that I finished everything that I need to get done today. I think all the evaluations are done. I think all of the treatment notes are done. I should be caught up. And so fingers crossed that I didn't forget anything. But like my brain is just absolutely fried right now. So hopefully I'm gonna have a nice fun little evening going to Menards or we go with our dad to try and figure out some more basement stuff. So it's been a little bit since we talked to you guys. So let's recap what we were like trying to do at Menards, because like I kind of said we were working on like an accent wall, we were looking at paint stuff. So basically we were trying to, our dad was like, let's figure out if we can like do like a DIY version of like the thing that we found online and like just price it out, see what it would cost to do something like that. There's lots of different options, lots of different materials that could be used. And at first, until like we found like the final last option of like, okay, maybe this would be like reasonable to do if we still want to do the accent wall, we were getting ranges of like, and like the product itself is like $1,700 to like just do the easy thing we found online. That's not cheap. So they were pricing us all out. My dad was like, I bet we could do this for like $500. And so I was like, okay, let's go see what we can do.
and then we're pricing out the different like wood and stuff and like how much we would need. And it was coming out to still be like $1,500, blah, blah, blah. And like then we're also doing the additional work of doing it ourselves. So we were like, this isn't really like working how we thought it would. We did find an option at the end that seems more like we could do it for like $300 with like not as nice wood. And then we also grabbed like 4 paint samples just to like see if any of them speak to us. We want either, at least like we grabbed a dark blue and a dark green. I know we already have green up here, but like the vibe just feels right with either of these colors. So these are the ones we got. Not that like you guys are gonna be able to like drastically help us with paint colors when it's a very much like in-person type of thing. So here's like a blue and a green.
You can even like tell hardly.
You guys see the difference? And here's like another option. I feel like this is like too teal, maybe. Yeah. And I'm still like, I don't really know if I'm like more leaning towards the greens or the blue. So we'll just have to see, and maybe we'll like get paint samples sometime this week. But I do think, not that this is gonna be in this vlog, but I think that we might try and start some painting this weekend down there. When we were done at Menards, we were like, hey Dad, have you had dinner? And he had not. So then we went to a pizza place, got some pizza. Apparently there was an Iowa basketball game on that we didn't even know was happening, so that was on there. We lost.
Yeah.
Now it's 8:30. I need to go shower because I need to wash my hair. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting ready for bed. Typically Sierra and I switch off like who works out in the morning and who watches Vegas, but I offered to do Vegas again tomorrow morning since my schedule, at least when I left work today, was pretty short tomorrow, like half a day short, at least when I looked yesterday. So that being said, I was like, since you didn't get a workout today, if you would like to work out tomorrow morning, I will have time to work out after work, so we shall do that. Wednesday. Megan's being nice this morning and watching Vegas again because I didn't get the chance to work out yesterday. And so she's letting me work out this morning and she's going to work out after work. So I am off to the gym. Okay, let's talk about my schedule today because it did change a little bit. So it's 7 o'clock right now. I was originally going to have like a slower morning because I actually had like a person scheduled first thing this morning, but it wasn't until like 9:15, and so I wasn't going to go to a different building first, so I was just going to have like a later start, and then again, short day, go work out after. But I just got texted by one of my rehab directors from the building that I'm not usually at today. She asked if I could see a couple people for some treatments because one of the employees is out with a sick kid. So since I have a delayed start still to my morning, or I can at least like, I'll be okay if I start later, I'm just gonna go to the gym now before my 9:15, and then no matter what happens or gets added on later today, I'll have it done already. So I'm going to finish getting ready, change into my gym clothes. I gotta pack a gym bag. And then we'll go to the gym. Okay, I'm all changed. Top is from Aerie. Leggings are from, I almost said Abercrombie. Lululemon. Again, my gym bag that I got for Christmas. It's so cute. And this is always like, I feel like I bring it and then I'm like, I don't have time or I'm lazy, but I'm going to bring this in case I want to do my hair there. I'm going to let him out one more time, maybe throw the tennis ball around with him a little bit, and then I'll go. It's a little past 8 o'clock. Just pulled into my parking lot at work and I'm getting ready to head in, hoping for a less chaotic day than yesterday. So wish me luck.
Finished my workout. I actually used the Smith machine for the first time in forever to do some split squats because it was open and there weren't any squat racks open. And I did a leg day, finished off with like a little bit of abs, and I indeed had time to do my hair at least as best as I could. And skip the hot tub so I could do my hair. But I'm going to my first building right now. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what my day looks like or is scheduled for, because I've kind of been told and asked about a few different things. But I'm at 3 different buildings today, and I think that I am doing 1% at my first building, and then I think I have to go to my further out of the way building because I might have to do a skilled eval coming in later today, and so I would need to go to that building last. So that might be kind of what's going on. We don't know when they're supposedly going to be at the building, and I'm not entirely sure how many people I'm scheduled for my second building, but I will be able to tell as soon as I clock in. So could be an interesting day, but since I got my workout done, I'm kind of like, whatever happens, happens, I guess. It'll be fine. I'm done at my first building, and it's around 10:30 now. To be honest, there were some technical difficulties at that first building that, like, at the end of the day, shouldn't matter too much, but, like, the password I need to just get into the computer was changed, and my rehab director didn't know what it was, and it was not what it used to be, and so I couldn't even get in to clock in or to see the rest of my schedule. So then and there's usually another computer, but someone else had it that I didn't know where they were at in the building, and she also, like, was using it to document. And so then I just went and saw the person I needed to see. I documented my note on my phone to at least save a little bit of time for when I have to submit it later. By the time I went back to the therapy office, the other computer was there, so I was like, okay, let me clock in. My director can change my clock-in time later, and I can, like, put in my note. And then there was another issue that I don't know if it's an insurance issue or an issue with the system we use to document. So that note couldn't even get uploaded, and I have yet to hear, like, if there's any ideas on what is wrong with my one upload. But that is a later today me problem. And then I am now trying to go to my second building, which is a little bit of a drive. And I'm trying to, instead of stopping to feed Vegas lunch, if I do that, I'm really going to hit a lull with the lunchtime at this next building, versus if I go straight there, I can maybe probably see a patient, maybe two, because these are shorter sessions since, like, I wasn't originally going to this building today. So I could maybe not hit a lull, and then that would be beneficial, because I would like to leave that building at a certain time to then get to my last building by a certain time. And so I'm just kind of trying to map this all in my head and figure out what this all means, but none of it really matters to you guys. But that being said, instead of going home to let Vegas out and get my lunch, I am going to just stop at Starbucks and keep driving, and I'm asking my grandma if she'd be able to let him out. Hopefully she can. Otherwise, I will be driving kind of back by after I finish at my second building. So that's kind of the day. Really just, I always should know if I have, like, a suspiciously short day, don't count on it. It is 1:45. I am now heading to my last building to do a discharge and a skilled eval. So it's gonna end up being a full day today, or at least, like, pretty close to a full day. I'm guessing I'll probably be done around 4 or a little after, and then I'd like to start editing this video, and then also I wanted to do a little bit more reading. But at my two buildings I was talking about how I was, like, not sure timing wise how it was going to work with lunch and all of that, and I didn't want to have any downtime. I kind of did, like, about as good as I possibly could have done. I didn't really have any downtime, so that was good. And now I've got just 2 more patients, and hopefully smooth sailing. Just got done with work. It is 4:47 right now, and I had a pretty good day. Had a meeting during lunch, and then I had all my patients that I had to see, did one group of 2 to work on stairs, and then I actually had an eval that I was going to be doing for our home health stuff, but that eval fell through to be moved to a later point. So it's actually, like, so nice right now. There's a couple buildings that I go between on this campus, and so I was walking between the buildings to go see someone, and I put my coat on thinking that it was gonna be cold, and I was like, it is kind of hot. So it's 55. I'm thinking this might be my first walk with Vegas when I get home, where I won't even wear my coat. I'll just put, like, a sweatshirt on or something, and that'll be nice. And then I looked ahead at the weather for the rest of the week, and I think it's supposed to stay, like, highs in the 40s and 50s. So very happy about that. Can't wait for it to start getting warmer. It's 4:30. I am done with work for the day, and I decided this when I was working, because I kept walking by a part of the building that, like, just smelled like cinnamon and sweet, and, like, there were desserts there, and I was like, I could really go for a dessert of some sort. And so I have ordered, and I'm now going to pick up some crumble, so I will take that home and I told Sierra, I was like, fair warning. And I just like, because I don't know if she's by her phone, I just picked the 4 that I thought was the best. So I think it was a milk chocolate, some sort of like cupcake one, a sugar cookie, and then a s'mores one. So should be good. I'll probably do a little taste test when I get home. Here's what they look like. Hopefully it tastes good. Chocolate chip, s'mores, sugar cookie, cupcake.
Okay, I did take a bite of the sugar cookie and chocolate chip because I have already had those before, but I will try the s'mores one and the cupcake one for you guys, see what we think. So here's the s'mores one. Doesn't taste that much different than the chocolate chip, honestly. I only got like a little bit of marshmallow though. This cupcake one is cold, which I wasn't expecting. That one is dense and very chocolatey. All are good. Okay, I'm gonna take Vegas on a walk. Are you ready? While Sierra's walking Vegas, I'm gonna start cooking dinner. As much as I love reading physical books or audiobooks, I happened to find out that my book, Mrs. Nash's Ashes, is on Spotify and it's included in my subscription when I was doing my hair at the gym earlier. And so I'm gonna do that while I'm cooking, and then with the intent that later when I'm reading, I will just like do my book again, but I'm just trying to like make some good headway. So we were watching 13 Going on 30 for a little bit, and then Megan realized there was an Iowa women's basketball game on and switched it to that. Did it even start yet? I don't even know.
Yeah. Are you not watching?
Not really.
I've been commenting on stuff going on.
No, I haven't been paying attention because I have been sending out book club texts. So I think we talked to you guys at some point about how technically last year I wanted to start a book club and I never did. So then this year I was like, this year I'm starting a book club.
And so since Maggie's moving back, and like we've got like friends of friends who have collectively
like we've got ourselves like a nice little group.
A 9-person book club right now.
And like we've met everyone except for one person because someone is just like someone that Maggie knows. But I think it'd be like a good group of people that we're bringing together. I think we'll mesh well. And so I just sent out like the mass text for that today of like, okay, you guys have all agreed that you want to be in a book club. And so we're getting things figured out. I'm excited. So I think we're planning on hopefully having our first book club meeting next month. Good morning, happy Thursday. I'm getting up to go work out this morning, even though, to be honest, I was like, I could sleep in. I could just sleep a little longer. But then I was like, I'm not really that tired. And then I could always like sleep some more. But I do have like a pretty full day, if I remember correctly. Don't really think I'd like the idea of going to work out after work. I'm headed to work and I finished my workout. To be honest, my upper back and my neck have been a little bit sore, so like I did do some upper body stuff, but I was also like rolling out and just like stretching a little bit more than normal. And then I went to the hot tub for a little bit. I read like 13 pages of my book, and now I'm going to work. So this morning when I was in my bathroom, I discovered something, and that's that part of my floorboard is sticking up a little bit, and it looks like it's because of water damage. And so I sent a picture to my dad, and he'll be coming over later to help us assess how big of a problem that's going to be. So that'll be fun. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Haven't really done much this morning except for take Vex on a walk. Otherwise I've just been sitting on my phone. I was gonna maybe read and then I just didn't. Packing my lunch. I honestly I looked at the clock and I was like, it's 7:20. I should probably start getting ready. So packing my lunch and then I'll head upstairs to change and finish getting ready. Don't know what my schedule looks like today. Hopefully it'll be manageable. Yesterday was pretty manageable. I need to get more sunscreen and more of my moisturizer. You guys want something funny? I guess I can talk about this. So yesterday I went to the gym obviously in the morning, and then Megan ended up going to the gym a little bit later, but still in the morning, and so she got there around the time that I was getting ready for work. And there's this one woman that I've seen at the gym a few times, and I feel like just every once in a while she'll like come up and either talk to like me or Megan and like just like have weird conversations. Makes it sound like
it's like crazy, weird conversations, but just like, I don't know. I like see her and I'm kind of like, oh, like please don't talk to me. Because I feel like it's always just like an awkward conversation. Maybe that's a better way to word it. Anyway, so I see her there this morning. I'm getting ready and I'm like, okay, whatever. She hasn't come up to me in a while. And then Megan comes up to talk to me because she sees that I'm getting ready and she just showed up to the gym. It'd be kind of weird if she saw me and didn't say anything. And I think this woman does know, like I think she's met us both before at the same time when we were both at the gym. I think she does know that, like she remembers that we're twins. But like Megan's just coming up, talking to me, just having like a normal conversation before Megan starts her workout. And then like the woman comes up to Megan and I and she goes, "Are you two really close?" And then Megan and I are like, "What?" And she's like, "Are you two close?" And we're like, "Yeah, I guess." If you like, it's just a very common thing. People will like ask twins, like, "You guys pretty close?" And like also, what is the alternative answer to that? Could you imagine if we were like, no, not really. Like, Megan's actually actively telling me how much she hates me right now. Anyway, then she like left and finished getting ready herself. But it's just like, interesting. So that was yesterday.
I am done at my first building. It's a little after 1 o'clock, and I was asked if I could go, instead of doing 2 skilled treatments at a building I'm usually at, I was asked if I could go do an eval at a different building that I've never been to before. But it's like a 40-minute drive, and so I'm going to drive there, go do that eval, and then I'll be done for the day. So my dad, I've texted him about the water stuff. He's gonna come over and see. I already like started peeling up because like one of the floorboards is like, it wilted up, and so I already started kind of like peeling it back a little bit. So now I'm just like, I don't even want to imagine the potential costs of this, because I'm like, so I'm gonna have to like redo the floors at least, right? Because this is lifting up, unless I can just like find, maybe we don't have to remove the whole floor. I don't know. I'm not really sure, and I don't know how much my dad even knows either, so he might just come over and it will end up being like, you should call someone, because I don't know much. So we'll see. I'm trying to just be like, whatever, go with the flow. It's okay. I had a good day today. It's a little bit before 3:30 and I'm done. I had, a manageable schedule anyways, and then I had someone refuse me, someone was sick, so then I didn't see them, and then I was even nice and I took someone else off of the other PT that I work with schedule to lighten his load. And then also like, I was like, I need some people to work with, but still done pretty early, and now I get to go home. The weather is still nice, so it looks like I should get an early walk with Vegas in where the sun is still out, which is nice. It is 3:30 and I'm done with that eval, so I'm getting ready to go home. Like I said, I've never been to this building before, and so I was leaving and the alarm started going off, like blaring. It was a loud alarm because there was supposed to be a code you put in, although I didn't see that, so it was all fine. But I was like, oh my god, I just set the whole alarm off.
Okay, I wanted to give you guys an update on my bathroom situation. My dad was here and helping me try to figure that out, and I'll show you the state of my bathroom in a second if you can hear the fans and stuff on there. We decided to remove some of the floor. It's just like sticky, kind of cheap vinyl flooring, and obviously it was warped and we needed to like see what was going on. So he helped to take the toilet off. We removed most of the floor on that half of the bathroom. Still potentially able, like, reusable because it all came up in one piece. We didn't like break anything. But we are kind of trying to play it conservative initially, and the subfloor that the stuff was sticking to was wet. So we went to Menards and got like a heated fan. We're gonna try and let that dry for a few days. The water's obviously off. The toilet's not gonna be used. And we're gonna see what that does after a couple days. And then we also got like a new wax seal for the toilet. So maybe once the floor is dry, we'll like put that and the toilet back on, try that for a couple days and monitor the subfloor and go from there. Obviously it could be something else, could be more costly, but we're trying to do the least expensive thing first. So here's what my bathroom looks like.
Here it is. So I will be using Sierra's bathroom as well for the next couple of days as needed. But yeah.
It's 7:30 right now. Watching the Pro Bowl. I honestly don't even know if this is live or if it already happened. Megan, as of right now, you already probably said your bathroom is, you know, just not balanced. I haven't really been doing anything. I took Vegas on a walk and I just have been here chilling. A little update though, because I think we have been pretty transparent, like with vlogging and stuff, that Vegas, while being generally a very good boy, likes to jump up like on the counter or like on the chairs by the table.
You have seen.
It's impossible not to see. And so we got him a training collar that, like, it just showed up today, and so he's been wearing it. There's like 3 different options. It will have like a tone that beeps, a vibration option, and then a shock option. Right now we're sticking with the vibration option because I don't want to shock him. And he's only jumped up a couple times, but like it's gotten him to like come back down on the ground, and so hopefully he'll start to mentally say, hey, I should stop doing that. Look at how sweet he is right now.
He is sweet.
Megan's making some popcorn for her dinner.
Yeah.
And then I'm having some pasta leftovers. So I'm getting ready for bed. I also have my retainer in, so sorry if I sound strange. And like, I don't know if it's like the glue on the floor or something, or like it could be the fan. But it smells a little funky in my room. And since that had been on like the highest heat setting, it was pretty warm in here. It's actually not that bad now because I like turned it down, so it's like just gonna be blowing all night, but not so much like the heat component. But I think since we have a perfectly good guest bedroom, I'm just gonna go sleep in there for the night. Take my earplugs with me, mostly for Vegas, not for the fan or anything. And then the only thing that sucks is I don't have a lamp in there for reading, and I don't have this on my Kindle, so that'll be kind of annoying, but we'll make do. Good morning, guys. Happy Friday. I'm on Vegas duty this morning. He was eager to get up. Like, he went outside with Sierra at like 4 in the morning, and I saw his barking for like an hour. And I haven't looked at my phone yet because I just assumed it was like his 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock situation. And then I looked at my phone finally, and it was just 5 o'clock after he'd been doing that for, I swear, an hour. So when I came back downstairs, let him out to see if he needed to go outside. He didn't, so then I just put him back in his crate. Luckily, for some reason, he was mostly quiet for that last hour. But anyways, he's eating breakfast. I'm making my breakfast. I'm debating if I should be a good dog aunt, take him on a walk. I might. I'm getting ready to head to the gym, get a workout in, and then off to work we go. I am so glad that it's Friday. I feel like it's been a long week. I mean, I guess you guys saw at the beginning of the week it was a hectic start, but hopefully it'll be a good day. And that's all I can ask for. AirPods died on the walk. I need to charge them. It is 6:50. I have like an hour until I need to go to work. My day today should be a pretty good schedule. I have 2 people who are outpatient, quote unquote, at assisted living. And then I go to a different building and see 1 person there. And then I should be kind of around lunchtime at that point. I'm gonna stop at home to let Vegas out, and then my dad's gonna stop by around lunch too, just to kind of check on my floors. And then I have a few more people to see at a 3rd building, and that'll be my day. So I'm hoping that since it's kind of chunked up like that, it'll go by quickly. It's always helpful when it's Friday too. I need to edit the rest of this vlog tonight, so I know that'll be on my agenda. Just finished my workout, and it's a little bit before 8 o'clock. Getting ready to drive into work now. I did 3:30 for my workout today, and that means that I got to read while I was working out, so I finished my book. I gave it 4.5 stars. I very much enjoyed it, and I'm really still enjoying my romantic Sierra. So I think
my next read is going to be A Court of Frost and Starlight, which is the novella in Ekatar. So, romantasy continues. I am going to stop by my house now and eat lunch since it's lunchtime. Finished up at my second building, and so now I have 2 more buildings to go to, but they're like really close to each other. And I have 2 full treatments, and then 2 soup visits. So that'll be my afternoon. I also have some pimples forming. Lovely. And yeah, I should get done at a pretty decent time today. So that'll be good. And then I don't know what we are doing for this evening.
It's almost suspicious. Were you sleeping? Were you tired? Huh?
Sit. Good boy. Trying to teach him not to jump. Okay.
Sit. Shake. Shake. He like double shakes now. Down. And roll. Except you're rolling to the couch.
I am making a pit stop at Target before I go home because I need some pimple patches because I'm out of them. And Sierra asked if I could pick up some stuff for her as well. And I'll see, maybe I'll look around and see if there's anything else I need. And then I'll go home. I do know that I think that we might start painting our basement tonight. I don't know if that'll be in this vlog or not because we might save that footage for whatever the next basement video is. But I'm excited because I think we've picked out a paint color and it'll be fun to get started on that.
It is at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna put my pimple patches on because I went to Target specifically to get these because I want these to go away and not get worse. So Sierra took Vegas on a walk, and while she does that, why do I feel like my second pimple just disappeared? I don't know. If I don't have a pimple there, then so be it. Sierra just texted me being like, our neighbors just asked to pet Vegas. She enjoyed that. So, Sierra's walks usually take like, I don't know, 20 minutes. I have 40 minutes left in my book, so I probably won't finish my book before Sierra comes back, but then Vegas is gonna eat dinner. So maybe I could finish it before we go to Menards to get paint stuff, because I'd like to finish my book so that I don't feel like I'm missing out when I would normally read later, because I know that I'm probably just gonna push off editing the rest of this vlog until I go to bed. So if I finish reading now, then we do the paint stuff, and then I edit the video, I get done everything that I wanted to get done. So I know we asked and showed you guys paint samples earlier, and we were asking like, what do you guys think? Like, let us know down below. We've decided, at least like, hopefully this is when we like.
Here, one shade. This is Cavalry by Paramount.
So it's a dark blue. I've decided since we did green up here, like let's go for blue, and I think it'll look good. I pulled out some of our paint stuff that we have in the basement so I could see if we needed anything else, and I think we should be pretty good to go on supplies. So we just need to go get the paint and maybe some like rags and stuff, and then our dad's coming over to help us. We're gonna get Raisin Cane's for dinner and probably eat before we do all that, and then we'll go down and paint. So that's gonna be a separate video, but since that's what we're doing for the rest of the night, we will be ending this week in our life here.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to our channel for more weekly vlog content, book videos, lifestyle videos, whatever else you want to see. Let us know.
Yeah. And we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.